Welcome back to Laughs Out Loud. I'm Shad.
And it's my birthday.
It's our birthday. So we have a birthday girl up in the house.
Hey.
Yeah, so this little girl is all grown up now, as you guys can see.
Yes, guys, I'm 25. You can send me happy birthday in the comments.
That's so sweet, though.
So back to the video.
Yeah, okay, so today we will be doing the Q&A, question and answers. Okay, don't forget to like,
comment happy birthday,
oh my god, share and subscribe.
Let's go. Question number 1.
Question number 1. So we have Patroloy Cameron. Hi girl. We're born the same day, me and Patroloy, by the way.
Alright.
Alright, so what do you love most about this profession? Shade, would you like to answer that question?
Hi guys.
Birthday girl.
What I love the most about medical technology is that it gives me the opportunity to be different and also play a crucial part in our health system. It also allows me, because like I change my mind often, so if I want to go into a different area of medtech, it's wide enough for me to do that. I don't think I can get bored with this profession, guys. So that's one thing that I love about it.
Oh, so sweet. For me, of course, I love that I have a controlled environment. Alright, so unlike the doctors and the nurses and other people in the medical field, where you have to be upfront with patients and people every day of your life, what I love the most is that I can be in the lab in a controlled environment, so I have a set amount of people that I interact with and stuff which fits my personality. Yeah, ish. Yeah.
Question number 2, guys.
Okay.
So Ashley Shan says, how long after internship did you secure a job? For me, I did internship last year, January to June, and then I started working after in July.
For me, it was 1 year after internship that I was employed. You know?
Yes,
1 year.
guys.
Yeah. So anything is possible. Immediately, 1 year after.
They will always need medics.
Alright.
I don't think our field will become saturated because people don't know about us to apply anyways.
And a lot of persons move on to other stuff, like
Yeah.
they move on to research and stuff like that.
And
And because the field is so wide, they have different areas where they can work into. So yeah, you always find
And
medtechs.
because it's accredited as well, so you can go overseas.
Right. So
You don't have
yeah.
to stay here.
Question number 3 coming from Anika Gordon. She asks, who offers master in the medical technology field? So guys, you're not going to find a master program in Jamaica that offers masters in medical technology. You will find them offering in the different departments like medical microbiology. I know that over by the University of the West Indies does that. So we did our research and we saw where you can apply to the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. This is 1 year.
And where is
guys.
this? Where is this?
Where you think? In our birth country, no? China. China should come from the people, yes.
That's the next story time.
And we have the Rush University in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
where the duration is 1 year 9 months. And then you have the Bellarmine University in the United States as well. The duration is 2 years. You have to have a GPA of 2.75 minimum.
Yes, guys. So there are programs out there that offer medical technology masters. You just have to search a little bit harder. It's easier to find a program that does masters in clinical chemistry, medical microbiology, histopathology, hematology,
chemistry,
blood banking, immunohematology, immunology. But to find the general medical technology, you have to search a
you have
little
to
bit
take
deeper.
the plane to
A little bit deeper.
Yeah. Alright, so
Next question. So Rochelle McDonald says, give us a review of the different tests or most important tests that are done in each department. Alright, so in chemistry, clinical chemistry, the most popular tests that are done in departments are your HbA1c, your glucose testing, your electrolytes, your liver panel with the enzymes, your renal function test. We also do your troponin to see if you're having a heart attack. We also test your alcohol levels. Those are some of the most popular tests in chemistry. You might find other labs that in their chemistry department, they're the ones that do your urine dipstick to tell you all the different values, but where we work, it's done in microbiology. So that's for chemistry. You can take our next.
For immunohematology, the most important test would be your ABO grouping and your cross match. Because whenever a sample come in, first of all, you have to know the patient blood type. And you also, if you're going to send out a blood for transfusion, you would have to do the cross matching to see if the blood is compatible. So those are the most important tests done in immunohematology.
In medical microbiology, I would say the most popular tests are your urine to see if you have any bacteria growing in your urine, so your urinalysis. You'll also find urine cultures being done a lot. We do semen analysis. We also test and plate the swabs that you guys have done at the doctor office. So whether it's a high vaginal swab or it's a penile swab, a throat swab, a nose swab, we also test that and plate it. We also test for yeast as well. So we do that, and and parasites. You have microbiology, or it can be separated into parasitology where you test for parasites in feces.
Right. So in immunology now, you will find tests such as your herpes test, your HIV, your hepatitis test. Well, for some labs they have virology different from immunology. So some of these tests listed, you will find them being done in virology. Depends on the environment and the setup of your specific lab that you will be working in or that you're working in now. Alright, but at the place where I work now, you have hepatitis, HIV, herpes, CMV, a lot of tests. You have the hormones also being done in immunology and the tumor markers. Alright, the PSA and the CA125 and all of those stuff. You also have B12 being done, ferritin being done, folate being done, all of those tests.
Alright, so the next department that I will go to is hematology. In hematology, you have your sickle screen being done. You have your blood grouping also being done. You also have your lupus anticoagulant testing. You also have your regular CBC, your complete blood cell count, where this is where you get your hemoglobin level. You get your white blood cell differential, your white blood cell count, your platelet level. So those I would say are the most important. Oh yes, along with your direct antiglobulin test and your indirect antiglobulin test. In hematology you also do antibody screens and antibody identification panels. So those I would say are your most popular tests in hematology.
And the ESR as
and
well.
Your
very
ESR as
very
well.
popular for hematology.
Yeah.
Alright, so for histopathology, not most private labs do not have this department. You would find this area in the hospitals or like KPH or UWE. Histopathology is basically dealing with tissues, and cytology deal with cells. Alright, so here you will have like an entire breast coming in for analysis. You will have your liver, a piece of your liver, your kidney, autopsies, all of that.
Specimens collected from
right.
autopsies.
Even an entire baby can come, because if if a baby dies, or if a mother die and the baby die as well, and they're at a specific age, the baby will have to be analyzed to see what caused the baby's death. So,
and if it's related,
right,
if it caused the mother's death.
So you will have the baby coming into the lab for testing or for analysis.
All right.
That covers all the departments.
Serology
Serology at our workplace would do like VDRL, CRP, and stuff. But in some labs, you'll have that being done in immunology.
Yeah. That was it?
Yeah, hematology.
All right. Next question. That was a long one, but I know you guys learned something.
So Xavier Chevarea asks, what's the scope of application for medtech? I know about phlebotomy, but else is there? You understand the question?
Yeah, like what else is there to do other than working in a lab?
Right.
Well, as we discussed earlier, guys, you don't have to work in a lab. You don't have to sit behind the microscope. You can actually go out into the field. You actually have medical technologists who even become pharmaceutical reps. So they go around and get labs to purchase lab equipment, products, and stuff like that. So it's kind of taking a sales marketing approach to medical technology. Because you have the degree in it, you best know how to sell the product to your client. So it's a very wide field. You don't have to sit in a lab. You can actually go out in the field in research, or if you want to become a salesperson, if you want to become, you can even open up your own lab and even just make media, because every lab will need media. So you can sell lab essentials. You can, so it's not just about you working in the lab. It has a wide scope.
And a phlebotomist is not a medtech. A medtech can do phlebotomy, but a phlebotomist is not a medtech. So phlebotomy, draw blood, collect a sample, and all those stuff. While a medtech work in the lab, we work up on the sample, right? So just to make that clear. Next question.
Next question. Okay. JR says, what's the most difficult test to do?
What's the most difficult test? It depends on
because you might have a difficult test in a department. So you might be in one specific department and you have, for example, like a cholinesterase test where you have to incubate it and bring it to a certain temperature, and then you have to vortex it within a specific time period, because the test is timed, and like just 1 second over can result in an incorrect result. So it's very tedious and you have to pay attention. But I wouldn't say it's difficult.
Exactly. I wouldn't say any test is difficult, because it's based on the competency of the medical technologist that is performing the test. So once you have the skill and and you're competent, then it wouldn't be difficult. Yet it might take long and stuff, but I wouldn't describe it as difficult. I remember when we were doing the PT and PT test in university, when we had to do the manual method, I would describe that as a bit difficult, because you're basically using your judgment to see if a clot is formed.
The beginning of the clot.
So you're using your judgment to see if a clot is formed at the big, when it starts
to form. So not when it's forming.
I found that a bit difficult, and then you had to have the timer in your hand to press it the exact time that you think the clock begins to start. The clot begins to start. So that was difficult then, but we don't do that in the lab. So we basically have the machines that detect when the clot is formed. So I wouldn't say any test is difficult.
Yes, and for those who are actually in university now, you might be doing you will be doing a lot of manual methods. It is still important to learn the manual method, should in case your machine go haywire, and you can actually know because if you put garbage in, you get garbage out. So when you actually start working in a lab, you see that a lot of the tests are actually computerized, so it's easier. So just hang in there, and when you go on internship, shell it.
Yeah.
Next question.
So Monica Spencer She asks, how can you conduct the labs? Or I would like to see what happens in the life of a medtech. So she's basically asking, how do we perform some of the tests?
Yes, guys. So we're actually working on that. It's kind of difficult because we're dealing with patient samples, and you wouldn't want to be seeing a video with your name and on a sample that we are videoing. So it's very tedious. How do we show you what we do without showing you any confidential information at all? Because we don't want to be showing you a HIV test, so you see that John Brown test came out positive.
And not even that, but even inside the lab itself, we have to have confidentiality and privacy. So, like,
it's
walking
we're
in the lab
trying
with
to
a
see
camera,
we're trying to see
It's
how
not
best
easy.
we can show you in the life of a medtech without breaching any of the confidentiality agreement that we signed.
Right.
Basically. So we see what we come up with. If you have any suggestions or anything, you guys can let us know. Next question. Alright, so Javan says, name places you can be employed in Jamaica. That's a good one.
But we basically answer that.
Yeah, you can. So you do have private labs, you do have public labs, but you can also be employed at food in the food industry.
Right.
For example, Surge Island, Grace Foods, Lasco, Winisco. You can be employed in a food industry because you would still be working and testing the integrity of the food and drinks and beverages that are coming out into production to ensure that they aren't bringing any bacteria. I remember one time we did a lab on the coconut water that is on the shelf in the supermarket. Let's just say, guys, let us not.
You better not. We don't want to get sued.
But yes, you can work in the food industry as well as in any private or government lab, whether it's associated to a hospital or not.
And as we said in the video before, you can do research and all of those stuff. So it's a wide field out there.
In order to better appreciate how and where you can work, what you can do, because in Jamaica it's medical technologists, in the US it's clinical laboratory scientists, in Canada it's biomedical scientists. So you find out that different countries have different names to it, but it's still the same profession.
Right.
Alright, next question.
Okay, so Mishka Maret, yeah, she's asking of the different branches. So I'm assuming that by branches you mean like the departments or the different areas that you can specialize in. Right.
Yes, guys. So basically the departments that we listed at the beginning of the video and listed the test under each, you can go and specialize into any one of those. Alright, Mishka, you got your answer before you even get a question. You see that? Oh, mad.
Alright.
Next question. You really read it? I know what she said, but alright.
I thought she was giving me the opportunity to read.
Monique Reed says, which aspect of being a medical technologist is most challenging?
Which aspect? I think like for me, it is like when you're performing some of the tests, they are time based. So 1 second over, you miss the mark, right? And you realize that you cannot go ahead with that result because something definitely off, and you have to redo the test, right? So tests like B12, folate, those tests that are very sensitive. And we also have the herpes where you use a thing called the conjugate. Those things are easy to go off. When I say go off, I mean like the integrity of the conjugate degrade, and then you won't get the results, desired results. And then as a medical technologist, or the procedure that we use, sometimes those faults are not detected until the end of the test. So when you find out those faults now, you realize that these results cannot be reported and you have to do over the entire test. So I would say that those are some of the challenges that we face as medical technologists. Realizing that this test produce a particular result that just don't make any sense, and then we have to use the knowledge, and this is why going to school and learning the theory is important. Because if somebody come yesterday and, for example, their urea is 2.5, and then a sample come again the other day and the urea gone at 12.8, now as medical technologists we have to know that something is definitely wrong with that. That cannot be possible, right, Shade? Or is it possible?
It's possible, but you have to check with doctor. So like if we see that you have two results that are far apart within a short period of time, we have to then call the hospital or the private doctor that the patient is linked to find out if the patient getting any treatment. Because we do have dialysis patients that come and their bone and creatinine levels, you can have a patient BUN or urea, the patient BUN is 27.8, which is extremely elevated, and their creatinine is 587, critically high. And then you get the sample in the afternoon, which is post dialysis, and their BUN is now normal and their creatinine is now normal. So what we have to do is check with the physician to see if the patient is getting any treatment. Anything.
But if the patient is not getting any treatment, that is highly unlikely.
Yeah, you can have the sample being incorrectly labeled. And this doesn't only happen at the lab, because remember that you do have doctors who have their own phlebotomist who takes their samples, and then it's then transported up to the lab. So even though, like for example, our lab is in Kingston, we are getting samples not only for patients in Kingston, you get for all 14 parishes. So the samples do have to be transported, so you have to really check to ensure that the label matches the label that when it comes into the lab is the same label. Yeah, so yeah, you do, that's one of the challenges. You do have to do a lot of that cross and T's, because even though you are the medical technologist and you are just getting the sample at the end of it's being processed through the system, if you send out the wrong results, you are the one, because you are the technologist. You are expected to check all your samples before you test them. So even though you might not be responsible for the error, you have to understand that you will get. And this is where like quality assurance come in, and quality control. So we have the pre-analytic, the analytic, and the post-analytic. So we have to make sure that everything is correct or accurate, so that we bring about accurate results, right? So yeah. All right, next question.
You really are gonna read it?
No, I'm not like you.
Monique again, how profitable is the job? How profitable?
I would say it's profitable in terms of you will get more money than what you spend in a month to take taxi and your lunch. So your expenses, well, some people can't eat pizza for lunch every day and order Alfredo pasta.
And some people can buy Brazilian.
While me I eat a little patty on the side. So I mean, it's profitable to how you make it profitable. Some people lifestyle is more expensive than others.
Okay.
But Monique, trust me, we can be getting the same pay and it's not profiting you, but it's profiting me. So it depends on your lifestyle, your budget. What do you have paying? What you have 3 kids, or you only have 1? You have a husband, so film checker come in, or you don't have none, so you're check alone.
Right. So, but like for a single person like Shade, it
It's my birthday, guys. It's my birthday. Remember that. It's my birthday.
It is okay. Like, it is okay. It's a start. It's a start.
And you do in the government system, you do have chances to grow and level up. So that's a good thing.
Right. Next. Your light is on.
You turn it on. All right. Oh, the next question. You see this? Does the field provides various opportunities for growth?
Yeah, she answered your question.
I just did that. Is it
on my bad?
Is it on my bad?
But yes, on her birthday, guys.
You can start out as a level 1 mid-tech and work your way all the way up to achieve 1 or 2, whichever one.
Right.
You can become the head of a lab.
Right.
You can become the supervisor of a department.
Yeah.
You can become a part of Ministry of Health team.
Yeah.
I mean, you can become the chief medical officer, guys.
Yeah.
Level up.
Right.
Level up.
So there's a lot of opportunity for growth in medical technology, and it doesn't matter which area you're working in.
Yeah.
Like if you're going in the food industry, you can grow anywhere. You can grow. You can go Canada, go grow.
Yeah.
You can go to Trump, go grow.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere. Right? Anyway.
As long as you want to grow,
you will grow. You will grow. Next. Guys, this is Monique again. She asked like 10 questions. Alright? You see, she said 10 questions may I give. What are 2 ethical measures that must be considered when executing your duties? The girl that's so bright, you know.
Well, guys, as you know about ethics, confidentiality is a big one, because if I am in the lab and I see Shanice's HIV result,
right,
I can't come and say I can't come and tell her result. I can't discuss it with her. I can't
tell her
her friends.
See the sample.
Yes. So, what in terms of an ethical reason, it also means that you have to give the patient. Guys, remember, the patient is not there with us in the lab, right? So you have to treat the sample with respect, just as if it was a patient on a table and you're the doctor examining them. So you don't want to be, the patient not there here, so you just box up 2 results and give the patient. No, you have to have ethics. That level of respect and be ethical. The code of ethics. You can't. Right. We actually did a course on ethics.
Right. So medical technologies is not who is watching, but we have to have that integrity within ourselves. We have to be honest people to know that every life matters in the lab, and we don't put. It is good because we don't see the patient walking in and one come in well look like them have money, and the other one come in like them live on the roadside, and then we deal with them based on how they look. No, we see their sample, and their sample are equal.
Yes, right? Guys. And so, then when you finish.
Right, when I'm finished. So we deal with the patient in that type of way. We take care of our samples. If we cannot, like, when the samples come in the lab, they are like gold to us. Like, we make sure that they are well taken care of, that they are stored at the right temperature to maintain integrity and all those stuff. And privacy, privacy, confidentiality, all of those things are very important. If my cousin come to the lab and then call me on the phone later and ask me for results, I should not give her the results, no matter if she positive, negative. If my brother, sister, my sister-in-law come in and our HIV test.
Your brother sister is your sister-in-law?
My brother sister. Shut up now. My brother
sister
girlfriend. My brother wife, right? My sister-in-law come in the lab, take a HIV test. Alright, I know 2 of them, and I love my brother there to my heights. Right? She come in and she take a HIV test and they come out positive. I cannot go to my brother and tell him that, boy, your wife have AIDS or HIV positive. I cannot do that. Right, so these are somebody asked about the challenges.
I forgot what me that
Shut
was
up, I'm
saying.
good. Somebody asked about the challenges and we forgot to mention this. Like anybody would have want to tell them, brother, but guess what? As medical technologists, ethics is very important.
You
And
done?
we can't do it, Shad. We can't tell them.
Guys, as I was about to say 5 minutes ago, you might, alright, so you know you have some common names. John Brown, you might not be able to identify who John Brown is, but we do get high profile names that you know it's who just by seeing the name. We can't come home and say, oh, you know, say,
Exactly.
I see Donald Trump sample in the lab and him have corona.
I know, we company gets sued.
Yeah, we can't do that. So it's not just only a family and friends, but it could be a high topic for gossip in terms of, you know, say the doctor they down the road of HIV. No, we can't do that.
And guys, as medical technologists, we have to apply for our license. So it's not any finker profession.
No.
We have our license and the license can be taken away from us. And once
Just
you don't
like
have the
how when
license,
you hear doctor losing
right.
license.
If you don't have your license, you're not supposed to be in the lab.
Amen,
performing
sister.
tests. Right? So our profession is medical technology is the bomb.
Obviously, can the bomb
the bomb.
defuse now? My turn.
Oh gosh.
So my question is it a marketable field? Oh no, sorry. Yeah. Is it a marketable field, and how hard it is to find a job after studying? So yes, it's a marketable field. In order to find a job after studying, well, remember that you do get a 6-month internship period, so hopefully you can land one where you did your internship. If not, other places do take persons. No, but within Jamaica, other labs, it doesn't matter whether you do your internship there or not.
They use the term land one. So
they will. Guys, I'm not finished. So yeah, I mean, it all depends what year you graduate. How many persons in your batch did somebody just leave the company because they
availability of the job? Yes.
Yeah. So trust me, there's a lot of factors in there, but chances are you will find a job within the maximum 2 years, I would believe. Yeah.
Next, what are 2 benefits of being a med tech?
To be different, but yet still you're playing such an important role that it's so ironic. People don't know about you. I like that. It's like you're like a good man and nobody that don't say you're a good man and you're pipe.
What the forgive boy?
It's just a shut up to test them and love and them don't know. What they behind the scenes that we got talk about, yeah?
Behind the scenes, doing our best.
You get the other benefits.
Well, Shade, you know me always talk about like being secluded, you're there by yourself running the test. Basically the same thing what you say. But I can't, what are the other benefits of being a medtech?
Flaming YouTube videos about medtech. Educating you guys about medtech. Wanna tell what happy teachers day, by the way?
True.
Can we teach you to be a
tell me this?
We write song, we write poem. Only so get the poem. I know I'm not gonna say we not get it, but only so get the poem.
We write poem. Next.
It must be boring testing blood all day. Talk to us about that.
It must be boring.
Well, to be honest, I mean the job can get pretty robotic. I mean, you have a specific test to do that day. You follow a specific methodology. But you as the medtech, you have to add your personality to the lab. You don't want to become a zombie. So just like how a pastor delivers his sermon with different levels of tones in his voices, you have to go do the same thing.
Different levels of tones in our
eyes. So you're there at work. 1 minute you go, sir. And then you go, sir. And next minute you go, sir, with the sample.
Well, I should have go, sir, with the sample. They are people. But
you like, if you boring, it's gone boring. If you're vibesy,
And if you're boring, it's not gonna be boring because you're gonna just appreciate it. But
and you have other persons in the lab too. Just like when you watch Grey's Anatomy, you have exciting things that go on.
Yeah, so the lab, like I am not bored at work. Like I do the same test week after week after week, but like one day things pop up like something interesting and stuff, and
sometimes you get some interesting cases. You have to pull up Google and research. Right.
And you learn every day. So you cannot do a test for like 10 years and then one day you pop up and learn something new from the same procedure that you're repeating every day. It's like teaching, Monique. Read, Miss Teacher. Yes, you teach the same lesson them over and over. But at the same time, you probably come with a song this year. Next year, you come with a dance. Same thing with medtech, alright? And we don't only test blood. We have other samples. Yeah. Okay?
Imagine getting bored playing in feces all day.
That is not...
And then go eat your lunch.
That is not nice. Like, sometimes the smell, hallelujah. Yeah, but yeah. Next.
I never even tell them say Monica ask the question. Come.
Yeah, but I'm not saying Monica asks all of them 10 questions here. What is most rewarding or fulfilling about being a medtech? Monica asked the question there already, you know.
Yeah.
Benefits and all those stuff.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're contributing to person's life out there in the medical field and stuff, and helping people behind the scene, even though them don't see with them see their doctor, but knowing that you are playing such vital role in society, that's rewarding. That make you feel good at the end of the day, Yes.
Take up the phone. Alright. Finally. Out of you and Shad, which one of owner is the better medtech?
Which one are we are the better medtech? First of all, I am.
Finish it. I am.
First of all, shut up. Alright, so there is no comparison between me and Shad. Alright? Shad is a completely different personality than I am.
A completely better medtech. What did you
say? Shut up. We work in two different departments. I'm sure if I go down to Shade's department, I can work in Shade's department. And if Shade come up in mine, she probably struggle a bit. But eventually she will get it. But like,
guys, you know that's the empty barrels made the
shut up, guys. That means that you empty, cause you always attack. But anyway,
I let her talk the lowest.
Anyways, guys,
but listen to the still soft voice. I am.
We're very unique and we approach things differently.
I am.
Shut up. We approach things differently, so I wouldn't say either of us are better.
You guys decide. Let's have a medtech test.
Yeah, when I can go, but we're not in the lab with you anyways. But guys, yeah.
You know the answer.
Shade, stop. Stop do that. Stop do that. Not because of your birthday. I will.
Moving on. We're
done with money.
We're done right.
Because money can try to bring mixed up in the tea.
We're done right this, guys. I mean,
stop though.
Okay.
Alright.
So
Miss Jacqueline, when your blood sugar comes back at 6.96,
what does that mean? Hey, alright guys.
What?
So your blood sugar is your glucose level. Regular Jamaica is just a blood sugar, but it's actually a glucose level that is being tested. This can be done on a fasting blood sample, or it can be done on a random sample. The difference is you can just eat something and it causes your glucose level to increase on a random sample. On a fasting sample, it is more controlled, so the likelihood of your glucose level being 6.96 on a fasting sample would indicate that you have high levels of glucose in your blood, which is not good. However, the better test to tell you about your glucose and how you're doing is your HbA1c. HbA1c. This test is the glycolated hemoglobin. A better test, the HbA1c, because it actually can give us a representation of 3 months of your glucose level. So while the glucose test is just a random, a one-time thing, I mean, you just eat some Snickers, it's a eye more than likely because your body not done process it. But with your HbA1c, so I would recommend that you do the HbA1c.
Right.
If your HbA1c comes back high, then you know you have to go change your diet, try doing some more exercise, drink more water, cut out the drinks, and then you test it back at the end of the 3 months past since that you did the first one, and you just keep working on it. You do have diabetic medications that you guys can take. I mean, everybody know that 'cause Jamaica prevalent for diabetes, so you want to ensure that you checked out. So if you're going to the doctor, guys, and remember that you can request sometimes you just see the doctor take glucose, you can say that, but me don't like for do my HbA1c.
But them don't want to do that, Shady, because them don't want to get catch.
Yeah, because what happens is that, guys, all right, so you're a known diabetic, right? And you know, say you not have clinic till August. So you see the whole of April, May and June,
all of the
all
mango.
of that. You see the last week in July, all of a sudden, no honey, I don't want no mango. No, give me the water. Yeah, drink bitter so till you're weak and you're bitter
We
yourself.
still not gonna find out.
When we test your HbA1c for 3 months, it would show that you haven't been managing your blood sugar levels.
Right.
So that's a little hint. Say that nobody cheat yourself. Nobody cheat it, because what would happen is that we would see that your glucose test comes back normal, but your HbA1c is elevated.
Right. Alright.
Alright. In America, the reference interval is different from Jamaica, but a 6.96 in either country is still elevated. So I would suggest you do the HbA1c.
Alright. Alright. This question is coming from Marjay. So she name?
Yeah,
Marjay. Okay, I like your name, by the way. Alright, her question is how did you two get so close? Move away from me, girl.
Corona.
Alright, so
We have to save
guys,
that for another video. Too long.
another story
Too long.
time. As I
Marjay?
said, I will tell you, they blew up my phone with messages.
Yeah, and I really like 1, like 2, like 3.
Girl, it is true. Like,
What?
she gotta sit down and wait for me. No, me not
Guys,
over this
come
yet.
over this side of the camera. Come over my side. I learn over here. You know the people that we at the back of the class, I teach.
But like, me never have a problem to sit down at the back of the class.
Yeah, because we still like hear you up at the front. Alright, so Ruth Ann says, what other career do you see yourself in? Definitely YouTubing. I would see myself as a full-time YouTuber. I can see myself as a media personality host. I can see myself as a comedian. I can see myself in a lot of places. Definitely as a lawyer. I'm very argumentative.
Oh
as
my
you can
god,
see.
the people.
I could also be a wife, you'd say. That's a career.
A housewife. Alright, good.
Why?
For me, honestly, the only other profession I would enter into is being a medical doctor. And I don't think I'm going to do
What about
it.
surgery? Would you be a surgeon? Like Meredith?
Like, probably, yeah. I would also branch off into research as well. I love to research, especially in microbiology. I love that field, but it's still kind of medtech thingy. Yeah. So I found
So you could sell back juice.
my love, and I really like. I'm happy that I found medical technology. Alright? If I was in any other profession, if I was in any other profession and then learn about medical technology, I would want to go into the profession. I love it, especially microbiology.
Yes, guys. So I can also see myself.
You know them people that want to stable?
No, I'm flexible, guys.
What you say?
Multi-personality disorder actually helps you in choosing a career. So
just realize that she says you. When I just realize that she says you mad,
That's
crazy. Alright. I did not tell you in a long time.
I could also go in journalism. Oh, and I also do photography. I also do dressmaking. I do Cosmo. I do
Cosmo.
You name it. If I should make a business card, guys, it's a letter size. I don't know if you something with them get.
She also have a business,
Yeah, guys.
Designs and stuff. So
yeah, and the photography. Like,
right.
Talk to me nice. You're tired.
Do you ever get tired of being a medical technologist working in the lab?
We'll answer that. It's similar to the boring something. Not, hey, we young, How much years and you think we're out there this far? We're not tired yet. We're not tired yet. We're young.
You want me to ask the question again? Or
if you were to choose between two jobs, one of which being a medical technology, but the other one pays more, which would you choose?
It depends on the other job.
Yeah, because
right?
Suppose the other one is a garbage collector.
No, like I am not going to enter any area that I know that I'm not in love with.
Yeah, like scamming, guys.
Shut up now. Okay, so over here now become the learning section, and over there is the playing section. Alright. So like I wouldn't want to go into a profession only because of money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I can get very miserable, right? So like I need to be doing something that I like. That at the end of the day, when I have a bad day, I just wash my face, brush my teeth, and all of those things, and go back the other day. And alright.
So you're not being.
Honestly, people did not think more you. That's so.
No, come over my side of the class.
I never want you start. When Mr. Beard.
Yeah, time up, guys.
So yeah, I wouldn't choose the other job.
The money is not
money.
a factor in terms of why I would choose another job. No.
Right.
Alright. So that was, I read that?
Yes, thank you. Do you have any regrets about any decisions you've made in life?
In life?
Yes, in life, not in school or nothing, in life. If yes, what decisions was that? What decision was that?
I have a regret.
And why do you regret?
I do have a regret. It just brought to my memory. Guys, we've been wanting to do YouTube. Like, for about probably 3 years, man said to Shanice, yeah, always I said them foolishness here. Make we start a channel and video it. Or, I would say funny things.
Call my name?
I would say funny, intelligent things. And she would say, wow, Shade, that was very good. We should video it. But sometimes I sit back and I think where we would be if we actually started 3 years ago. But
tell them I know you're 3 years now.
Yes.
Continue.
Because my young and fresh things are just 1 year. But yes.
Continue.
Guys, I have messages of the day she texted.
Oh my god.
Documented.
Yes, I text her first, but then the story time.
So I was saying. But I'm happy. I'm happy that we finally decided to start. And guys, we really appreciate your support. We couldn't be doing this and we wouldn't have this drive if it weren't for you guys. I mean, as we post a video, someone wanna comment and we don't even watch the video yet. Or they like it. Hey, my rating, my love.
Thank you guys.
Big up here. My time.
Next thing tomorrow, she about for her chest.
You know, I'm not regret. Gosh,
Not really.
you meet me sooner. If you could revisit the past and redo one, I don't need just read this. Oh. If you could revisit the past and redo one thing, what would that be?
Why, Rutan?
Sometimes I wish I was born in Jamaica so I could understand more how you Jamaicans are and appreciate you more, and I mean get the language and stuff. But that would be one thing I would redo. My birth.
What did I redo? What? Remember, so she just said she have a mental illness. What did I redo? Like, honestly, guys, I'm not going to say that I don't have anything, but like, I'm not thinking of anything right now. And for some reason, I've learned to appreciate the things that I've been through and the lessons learned from them. So, like, I just believe that everything happened for a reason, and all of those things, the unfortunate events, the great events, all of those things bring me to this point in my life, and each of them taught me a lesson that will help me in a situation now. So I can't think about any right now.
All right. Next question, guys.
Natangia, what's your favorite food?
Did she pluralize it? Was it food or foods?
Food.
I don't know. Like, my favorite food changes every day. But what would be? It has to do with chicken. So something chickenish. What your favorite food? Cause y'all love.
I don't have any favorite food.
Exactly,
How am I supposed to choose this
because
one
if
thing
you
and say
can't-
that is my favorite food? I can't.
I have a favorite vegetable.
You eat vegetable?
Cabbage. So if she did
When
say,
does it eat cabbage, Shad?
since the year start, if she did say what's your favorite vegetable, I would say cabbage.
Like, I don't
But
have a favorite food.
I'm a
fruit,
picky eater.
Vegetable.
Yeah, we eat based off the mood that we're in, guys. We eat based off the mood. What's your philosophy or mantra that you live by and why? This is from Miss Park.
Why? So for me, I found this philosophy in high school. It says, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars. And for some reason, I could never forget it. Like, never. So even though I didn't think about it for probably like a year or a couple months, it is still in me.
Okay.
So yeah, shoot for the moon.
The stars and the moon.
If you ever miss, you must land somewhere. So I guess she's the star. I miss the moon. Whoever the moon was. I don't know.
Guys, my own is like, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. This is my philosophy or slash mantra, because I am the type of person that I want to get everything in order first before. Alright, so say if I'm going to exercise,
Let's talk about exercise.
I need the exercise mat, I need the step stool, I need the sneakers, I need the socks, I need the gym clothes, I need the shake to drink after exercise. I'm going to need I basically have a checklist that all the stuff that I need, and sometimes I will never have all of them because they might not match in terms of color scheme, and then I won't exercise. Or I would say, all right, March mega exercise, and then the first day coming in March, I have to go wait till April, because you have to stop on the first day of the month. So I'm a procrastinator. So this helps me, because instead of me waiting until you have everything in order, just go for it. Just start. Everything will fall in line. Just like with our YouTube channel. instead of waiting until
we have everything and all the resources.
Yeah, we just started and use what we have.
I fight for that. I fight.
But no, I know sugar like it. But no,
that's very good. That's very good.
All right. Next question.
What is your pet peeve?
She. My biggest pet peeve, Shanice.
Gosh.
Ugh.
Do you guys believe that though?
My biggest pet peeve is I don't know. I'm usually the pet peeve.
The truth. The truth.
I guess it would be when I don't know.
Oh my gosh, Shad, you don't have.
You have one?
I have many.
So then,
things that annoys me.
Give me them.
First of all,
when you eat food and put on weight. But I like that.
With me, when me do it.
Why you can't eat food and you not gain weight, but as me eat one look of fries.
Me annoy you.
Yeah. Go on again.
And me go a while ago.
Yeah.
Alright, so like who not gonna think me crazy and like
them have all day
excessive, but like hearing somebody breathe, like some people like have sinus problem and stuff.
She not have enough attire now.
I don't like.
She don't like hear people breathe. So why she not working at the mall? Go down at the mall.
But I suppose that area breathe, Shade.
So I'm loud. I'm a breath loud.
No, I don't like it. It's
Anyways,
and asking me too much questions.
So where you do the Q&A for them?
That's different.
She know nobody a question. Well, my sorry for her. She gonna hear me breathe little. And me gonna ask her a question, guys. So that's why I say I'm usually the pet peeve. Although she describe, I mean, she a think in her head.
Yup.
So we are move on. I'm not telling my pet peeve. Just me start with S and end with E. Alright. Wait, I think that was it.
No more?
No more.
Good.
Guys, I think
ask everybody a question.
Yeah, I think we did it. Guys, we did it.
We did it.
Alright. Guys, hope you enjoyed this Q&A. It was fun. We tried to make it as relaxing as possible. So we do hope you enjoy it, guys. Thank you for making it to the end of our video.
This is not the end as yet though. Give me 1 minute.
Oh, what is? That is. So then no more.
Happy birthday to
Look at
you.
look up. Yeah, I love my
Happy
eye.
birthday to you.
Yeah, I love my
I
eye.
can't sing people, but today is Shade's birthday.
What is?
And I got her a gift, of course. I had to, guys. Like, this little girl.
Big woman, 25.
Oh, she's a big man now. She has been a blessing. Like, yeah, she can't believe. But she's actually a very sweet move now. She's actually a very sweet person and a very kind friend. Like, I just want to say, Shade. Shut up. Shut up and stop the crime. That I love you and I'm happy that I met you and that you're kind and sweet. And even though sometimes we might argue, yes we do, because she is very argumentative, as she said, yes, I still
hurt me.
I appreciate you in my life, and there's none to replace you. You're one of a kind.
Thank you.
Here, so you can open it.
Open it up on camera.
Yeah. So you take me here for a camera.
I get eggs. Things come.
Do the card first.
Majority Harry.
Oh,
Happy birthday, little sister.
Yeah, she's the younger one. Even though,
guys, I'm not good at this stuff.
oh, but it actually did that.
Oh my god. So the reason I should do this, because you know I'm gonna buy the envelope, guys. That's a tip.
But right up on the front of it, so it'll be possible.
So he said the time to be happy is now. The place to be happy is here. Sweet as whatcha?
Here.
Oh, she have directions. The reason to be happy is your birthday.
Right.
So then, you see guys. Shad, sweet as lime, humble as a lion, African as a Chinese. Oh, you come up with this? I mean, I wanted them something I feel dependable, adamant, and inspiring. Oh, guys, all I have to say is, girl, you're something else. Well said. Oh, this is so nice. It's scented and it feels like velvet. I really like this, guys. What is now? What is? Shanice, where you get him some here? Guys, the only thing missing from this is if it is in a Chinese. But you see the XX. She know for business. Oh, Shanice, what size is a small wear? Classic 1990. That. Oh. Guys, I'm gonna put this on today, right after I finish the video. Oh. And you know, yellow makes me pop. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
Corona, miss. Corona.
Shanice, you're the end of the bed.
Oh.
Thank you, hon.
It's getting all big and stuff.
Guys, thank you. And thank you guys for joining us on our journey, guys. This is our first birthday with you. And I'm looking forward to many more soon. Probably next year I'll be opening up your gifts on camera.
Opening.
Them are gonna send me things. But I'm PO box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we finish the video now? Or somebody else will come out?
No, we can't do the video. I eat.
Yes, guys.
Alright, guys, so thank you for making it to the end, the real end of our video. Look here, brother. Make sure not, brother.
Guys, please help us get to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Help your friends to join us on our journey. Just nudge them a little bit.
Right.
Even if you have to take them phone and press the button, because them just need to watch one video, you know. And then when you watch one video, them understand the vibe and them feel nice, and them watch video now every Sunday.
Right.
So just get person to join to our lab.
And guys, please try to watch our video to the end. I know that we have some committed persons that sit and watch them, and we thank you guys for that.
Let us test them.
Yes.
So if you make it to the end of this video, comment down below what they must comment.
Yellow. We are gonna see.
We're gonna know.
We really watch the video them to the end.
Yes, guys.
Alright. So, peace out.
Bye.